Greetings, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of the Breath of Fresh Air Webcast on YouTube. I am Charles Taylor. I got Patrick Brackett with me. Say what's up, Patrick.
What's up, everybody?
And I have another special guest on the show, my boy Courtney Clark. Say what's up, Courtney.
What up?
All right. Well, for today's topics, good to have Courtney on the show, by the way.
Thank
Um,
you.
we will talk about Ronda Rousey and the things she said that followed after the loss to Holly Holm. We will also discuss Peyton Manning and all these allegations against him. Uh, Also, we'll talk about the AllStar games, in particular the NBA AllStar game, and we will talk about the Louisville scandal and the self-imposed ban they put on themselves for the postseason. So, guys, let's start with Ronda Rousey, and she was on the Ellen DeGeneres show yesterday, and basically said after the fight with Holly Holm, she was so devastated. I'm paraphrasing here, but she actually contemplated suicide. So, my question, and we'll start with you, Courtney, to get you into the show a little bit and to begin. What are your thoughts about what she said, and is it just going to the point where it's, I guess, the obsession with being successful? Do you think it's going too far after one loss? What do you think about that?
Well, I was thinking about that earlier today because, it takes you back to, the kid that's never ever lost anything. She's had that thing where she comes out and she writes her book and talks about how she was bullied as a kid, how, she, had eating disorders and this and that. And then she comes out and talks about she had 3 fights in 9 months. And then turns around and says, I'm not going to use that as an excuse, but sounds like when you point out you had 3 fights in 9 months, you're using it as an excuse. But, I think she took her for granted and just absolutely got rocked. And then she looks for a way out. So she sits there and says, I've never lost like this to anyone. So it just took her back. And I don't know what else to say about that other than, wow, I was not expecting that.
What about you, Patrick? What do you think about it?
It's one loss, man. I mean, come on. It's one loss. You're Ronda Rousey. Yeah, I heard about the book. I mean, I didn't read it. I'm not going to waste my time. First and foremost. But look, it's like this. All right. So what? You've been in a couple of fights when you grow up. Everybody's been in fights when you grow up. Um, Committing suicide over one loss to Holly Holm. Get over yourself. Stop being a little whiny bitch and start getting ready for your next fight. That's what I say, man. Plus, she has a lot to live for, man. I mean, she has a lot of success. She ran her success very fast. I mean, you look at Cam Newton. He did his very fast, and he's not contemplating suicide after losing a Super Bowl. He may want to hit somebody in the face. Hell, I would. But, I mean, come on. Suicide? Come on. Suicide? Really? I mean, Rhonda, shut up.
Is that a
And
is
get
that
ready
a
for your
is
next
that
fight.
a, is that a dookie look? You
That,
go
that
ahead
is the
and
biggest dookie look in the world. Suicide is just a cheap excuse to get out. I mean, look, life's hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But there's so many suicides that happens nowadays, man. Look, just because you lost a fight, you make millions of dollars a year, and you lose a fight, and now you're going to contemplate suicide. Look, your life is not that hard. Yeah, it's hard because you have to take beatings in your face, the constant bickering behind your back or in the media or whatever. I mean, come on, look, it's fine. I mean, look, I totally agree. I totally feel your sympathy or feel your pain. I'm not even famous and I feel your pain. But suicide, come on, that's just stupid. That's just a dumb remark. She just wanted attention.
it does
She may whoop my ass for that, but she just wanted attention.
it does seem a little blank. I mean, if if you get beat, all right, whatever, man. You're not gonna win them all as much as you might try to win them all. You just you just get up and dust yourself off, and like you said, get ready for the next fight. To
Mm-hmm.
me, it seems crazy that after you got rocked, because look, she got rocked, man, and I mean this fight wasn't even close. I can understand you being upset, and I just want to see how she comes back. Yeah, I mean they're talking about she's not going to fight probably till later on in the year. I'm talking like November, December. So it'll be interesting to see how she comes back from this. If if that loss drove her to that point, I expect she will come back stronger. I expect, but I don't know because if she got flattened like that and her ego was shattered that much, that can go either way. I mean, nobody really knows. So we'll see what happens. I mean, Holly Holm, she's gonna fight Misha Tate here, I think next month, and so that I guess Rousey will get the winner of that, but I don't know. It seems pretty. What's the word? It seems crazy that her world just came crashing down like that after one fight. That's crazy.
Well, she should expect to have that loss the way she did. I mean, look at how she was training. I mean, she was training. She was training like she was ready to lose her first match anyway. I mean, all the fame went to her head. She was like, "Oh yeah, I can't be beat." And then Holly Holm came in there and waxed that ass for her real quick. Like, okay, reality just slapped you in your face. Now get ready to do your next fight. As simple as that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, because it said she came in there kind of out of her character, man, because she was actually trying to be the bully for the whole time. I mean, normally she's the one who's chill, she's kicking it, she's going to the weigh-in, she's kind of chilling, and she's trying to push Holly Holm around. I was like, uh-oh, she might know something. This ass whooping might be coming.
She knew it was coming. She knew it was
She's
coming.
about to get mopped up. Nobody else knew it until that moment, but maybe Ronda's like, man, I can't get into her head. Because everybody's trying to get into Ronda's head. And Holly Holm didn't say nothing. Holly Holm was just chilling and going about her business. Normally, people are talking mess around to Ronda Rousey, and then she has her motivation that she can drive to. Holly Holm didn't give her none of that. And so when she came in there, it's almost like she had to search for it, and then she searched too hard, and then she ate a couple of punches and got her teeth kicked out and her jaw messed up. So, I mean,
Yeah. A lot of
it'll be
reasons
interesting to see how she comes back.
a
Huh?
lot of reasons to want to commit suicide right there.
Because you got your jaw kicked in, huh?
Yeah, you got your jaw kicked in. Let's go commit suicide. Okay, cool. I've been kicked in the balls 15 times in my life, like hard. And every time I contemplate it, yeah, I'm gonna commit suicide because my balls hurt. Because I'm gonna have to swallow my balls back down my throat, into my chest, back to my stomach, and put them back in my nutsack.
Something tells me that's not true. Something tells me after a while you laugh because you know you pissed a woman off.
Yeah, probably.
Boy. Well, anything else to say before we move on to Peyton Manning?
I'm good, man.
What about you, Courtney?
Nah, man, I just think she put too much emphasis on being the champ and too much pressure on herself and pressure from outside sources to be that ridiculous on her stance as far as the talks of suicide. And then the only thing that prevented her from doing so was looking up, seeing her boyfriend and saying, hey, I want to have babies with him. Come on, man. Stupid. Next topic.
Yeah. Next topic.
Woo! That's what I'm
So
talking
it went
about.
from being so basically she went from wanting to commit suicide to being a little hooker.
Yeah, man, I was
Typical.
messed up to I want babies. Yeah, I don't know. Just two different sides of the equation for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll move on.
let's go to Peyton Manning. So we have all these allegations being levied against him, just like at the same time. Well, not quite at the same time. You heard about the HGH allegations against him back when he was with the Colts. Now it's this allegation against him. He was mentioned or cited in the Title IX suit against the University of Tennessee, in which apparently he dropped nuts in a trainer's face, more or less. Now, this suit covers 20, 25 years, and it's saying the University of Tennessee promoted a hostile sexual environment, whatever that means.
They got them mixed up a little bit.
It's like, so that's against Peyton Manning, and then I don't know if you guys remember this, but when he was talking after the Super Bowl, after the Broncos beat the Panthers, he mentioned Budweiser twice, and they were asking if he was getting paid to mention them. So it's just all kinds of stuff coming up against Peyton Manning. So I guess the question here is, does any of this stuff change your view on Peyton Manning, considering what we know about him throughout his career? Well, one of y'all jump in. It doesn't matter who is.
Go ahead, Courtney.
Well, for me, Peyton Manning, I've never been too much of a fan of him. As you know, we've had heated discussions about Peyton Manning. But, I mean, like, sometimes you got to give him due where he's due. He's not Eli. He's not going to cry about, I was drafted by San Diego? He's not going to do none of that. But, I mean, come on now. As far as Peyton Manning's concerned, these allegations, when it first happened, the girl went into hiding for 3 months. Not a day or two, not a week, not 2 weeks, 3 months. Then, furthermore, time went by. They resolved the issue. They had a $300,000 settlement. And then here it's coming up again. Why is it resurfacing? That's just beyond me. I mean, I guess because they wait for him to get into the spotlight. And then to me, he's been throwing ducks the last couple of years anyways. And if it wasn't for Von Miller in that defense, he probably wouldn't be in the topic of discussion as it was. That's the way I look at that.
I would agree, man. This all goes back to him winning a freaking Super Bowl and tying his retarded brother, Eli Manning. That's what it boils down to. I mean, come on. Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls, and I still can't get over that crap.
No, Patrick. Hey, dude, you gotta. Oh, shoot.
I got it! Yay! I mean,
You have it.
even when I don't look. God, how did he win 2 freaking Super Bowls? God. Anyway, back on Peyton. Ugh, Eli. Look, man. Like Courtney said, man, this is not even a discussion. If Cam Newton wins the Super Bowl, man, this is all about Cam Newton and how dabbing is against the rules now, and that's going to be a change in the policy. And now he can't dab, and now he can't do the Superman, and now he can't be Cam Newton, and now he's got to change his name, and now he's got to get tattoos removed and put them on his face, and all this. Dude, look, I don't care what they say about Peyton Manning. He won his second Super Bowl. He needs to retire. Call it crap before it starts getting way out of hand. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that HGH stuff that he's been on. Look at his forehead. He's on it.
Look, now here's the thing. When he used the HGH, now, I could be wrong about this, so y'all can fact check me on this if y'all want. But this was back in 2011 when he supposedly used the HGH. Was HGH even testable in the NFL at that point? Was that even banned in the NFL at that point?
I don't think so. I mean,
yeah,
HGH really started getting really big in 2012.
Yeah, so therefore he didn't do anything wrong.
And you know that, and you know for a fact that shit ain't testable in the NFL if it wasn't testable in baseball, because everything is testable in baseball.
It's true.
Everything. Anal is even tested in baseball. Did you just do anal? Did you just do it? Yeah, we're gonna test you for that. Check for doing
Yeah, that was the thing that was killing me about that allegation. The first thing I asked, I said, was HGH even testable then? He didn't do anything wrong. You can't come back. If you're the league, you can't just come back and say, oh, he used HGH in 2011. Let's suspend him.
If he wasn't testable, no. But you notice how his forehead started shrinking after 2011.
His forehead was already huge. His forehead.
It was. It was. Have you ever seen how big his helmet is? It like goes deeper than anybody else's.
Oh, hey, look, I'm sorry. I forgot to ask you this about Eli, but did you see that look he had?
Oh yeah, that blank stare when he realized that he's not better than his brother now. Yeah.
He took a dump on himself. Did you see that look? That is like, yeah, Patrick, yeah.
There it is. And he even looked cross-eyed. He was like, did Peyton just win? Yes, Eli Peyton just won.
The whole family celebrating, and Eli
I know,
sitting
everybody
there.
like, woo! Eli's going,
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah.
that
So.
guy won 2 Super Bowls. Charles, if he won 2 Super Bowls, I should win about 20.
I don't even want to talk about one of those years. You have New England go perfect all the way up until the Super Bowl and then choke.
Yeah,
Hey, Eli Manning has cost the Patriots 2 Super Bowls. The Patriots have 4 Super Bowls. They should have 6.
Yep.
They
But
should have.
what have I told you, Charles? Tom Brady beats Peyton. Peyton beats Eli. Eli beats Tom Brady. It's a vicious cycle, man. It's a vicious cycle.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. So I guess we're kind of all in agreement. These allegations. Would I be right to say the timing of it is just a little suspect, and all these
The
allegations?
timing is what's stupid. Everything else, man. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if he's taking HGH, man, look, it wasn't even testable in 2011. Let him pop all he wants to. If all this stuff coming out of Tennessee now, come on, man, that was damn near 20 years ago. At some point, you got to let it go. Come on. He didn't get caught for 20 years, man. Whatever.
I mean, I guess
he should have paid that woman $350,000.
the thing was, it was settled like twice. Here's the thing. So they settled it while he was in college. Then he mentioned the situation that happened in Tennessee in a book he wrote in 2003, 2004, or whatever it was. And I guess that violated their silent code or whatnot. The woman came back and tried to sue for defamation of character. So then that got settled. And now here it comes, 2016. It's I don't know. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I mean,
one more thing to say about Peyton Manning, and we can roll out on to the next topic. Cool, yeah, HGH. All right, cool. Wasn't testable. All right, he settled his vagina case twice. Okay, cool, whatever. He better be getting paid for those 2 remarks of Budweiser. That's all I'm saying.
why?
Well, I pay him. It was like, hey, look that little segment that came out of Peyton Manning's mouth. The only thing that comes out of his mouth is those stupid nationwide jingles.
Papa John's.
Papa John's. And Papa John. Papa John. That is like the sorry.
If you're gonna bring up all his what do you call it? I can't forget. Yeah, endorsement deals. Then
Okay,
shit.
well, Papa John's pizza. Let's just talk about Papa John's pizza for a minute. It's like the trashiest pizza ever. That's what like college students order, or trailer park trash orders.
How do we get on? Okay, all right, my bad. I brought up Papa John's. I'm sorry. I was like, how do we get on the topic of Papa John's? And I brought it up. I know.
That's all. You want to talk about Papa John? You want to talk about endorsements? Let's talk about endorsements, man.
I mean, yeah, my bad. I didn't know it was going to filter into how garbage Papa John's pizza was. I was just bringing up the endorsements.
Well, you should know where it's going to go when you talk to me.
Yeah, my bad, Patrick. Little brain fart there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what you get when you get live TV. You just don't know what's coming.
Yeah, I know. That's the joy of it. Courtney, did you have anything else to add? Well, were you done, Patrick, talking about how trashy Papa John's pizza was?
Sure. I mean, I could go into it a little more if you want me to.
Go ahead.
You want me to? Because look, first of all, they don't do when you ask for extra cheese, they never give it to you. Then they load it up with pepperonis, which is okay, except for when you want an all cheese pizza, and then they have like leftovers of pepperoni on there. That irritates the crap out of me anyway. And then they're delivering. It's like they say, "Oh yeah, we'll deliver," but then they don't deliver for like 2 hours. I was like, "What is that?" I mean, hell, I go to Pizza Hut and get that stuff faster. Papa John's, sorry, man.
Courtney, do you have anything else to add?
Well, I'll just close with when I was brushing up on the notes, getting familiar with the whole case and allegations and stuff, as far as learning information as to what he's going through and what he had to experience. I just read, and I can't remember if it was ESPN or where the source was, but a women's rights organization is pushing for both Papa John's and Nationwide to stop endorsing the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning as a result of these sexual assault allegations until it is resolved.
Papa John's is all on Peyton Manning's nuts. He ain't doing that.
And where do these organizations come from? It seems like every time some type of allegation comes through, there's always some organization we have never heard of who wants to push for this. It's just like the stuff with Michael Vick, if you want to go back to history.
Oh, God, don't.
I was like, who are these people?
Michael Vick, are we seriously going back to that bumbling piece of crap?
Yes, we are. In the context of bringing up allegations, not necessarily Michael Vick. That's another topic, Patrick. We're not going to jump on Michael Vick right now. So
I can go off topic with Michael Vick.
Look, all right,
bro.
Courtney, here's why he's going off it, because he's an Atlanta Falcons fan and he's still bitter about how he fumbled for the Falcons. That's why he can go on a tangent. But Patrick, we're going to save that for another show.
He fumbled out of bounds. He fumbled 90% of the time and 89 of them went out of bounds for positive yards. I was like, that's got to be the luckiest crap I've ever seen in my life. I mean, who runs with a football like this? I mean, come on. Tuck that ball in your pit and run down the field. I mean, come on.
All right.
Oh, it fumbles out of bounds and it's on the 50-yard line in the middle of the field.
Patrick, another show for Michael Vick, man. Sorry I brought it up. Sorry I opened up a scab.
I was about to cut my soapbox too.
See, Charles, you opening it up today.
Hey man, I'm sorry, man. I seem to have that effect on people. My fault. Sorry.
Michael Vick, Papa John's. This is bullcrap.
Sorry. Well, Patrick, look, man, it could be any topic, and it's gonna open up a scab with you, though, Patrick. You know this.
That's true.
Okay. So next time, I'm just gonna hold up a can of Morton salt and say Morton salt is endorsing us.
Morton salt all over the sneakers. I say we're right on these fools that they barbecue.
Let's talk about the AllStar Game from this past weekend. And so Western Conference in the NBA AllStar Game beat the Eastern Conference 196 to 173. Now, guys, dudes, look, I know this is an exhibition for offensive talent. 200 points, almost. Is it time to just discontinue the All-Star games and just kind of watch it just for the slam dunk contest, the three-point?
Hung up a double century on.
I know, yeah, it's crazy.
That's what we call that, a double century.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, is it time? I mean, really, with these All-Star games, is it time to just have the events? Your three-point shootout, your slam dunk competition, your skills challenge, and then whatever the NFL does. I don't even know what the NFL even does. Any skill?
They don't do anything. I think they have they do a quarterback challenge, a running back challenge, and then they do the All-Star Game.
All right. So yeah, the All-Star games. Is it time to just be done with them?
Do away with them across the board, man. I mean, I know baseball is about the only one that has some sort of relevancy to them, but just do away with it. It's pointless. Nobody watches it. It's stupid. That's actually the end of that rant. Actually, surprise, surprise. But that's it.
It's all good. No, man, you know what? Real quick, breaking news here. Duke beat North Carolina. Yeah,
Hey,
74-73.
Wow. Did not see that coming.
Not at all. Mm-mm-mm.
Hmm.
Well, Courtney.
It's a rivalry. Don't get me wrong. Like you said earlier, it's a rivalry, but it's Duke, dude. It's freaking Duke. How do you lose to Duke?
Now, Patrick, to preface your comments real quick before we get Courtney's thoughts on the All-Star game, preface your thoughts on Duke. Duke, at least they've won some championships. So look, so they suck. Okay, the only reason why you say they suck is because when you picked them in the bracket to go far, they didn't.
They get put out by a 16th seed.
So it always comes back to how you got affected by them because it cost.
Why would I be mad any reason else? Why would it even be possible that I'm mad any reason else? They affect my bracket. They cost me money. I'm pissed off.
I don't blame you. I'd be mad too.
Hey, Charles, suck it. I'm mushing you, Charles. I'm mushing you right now.
Courtney, what are your thoughts on the All-Star game?
Okay, I wrote these bad boys down. So initially, before the game even happened, the line in the game was 318 combined points. 318 points. When I saw that, I told somebody, hey, if, because they had friends in Vegas, I said, tell them, bet the West and the under. Because I was like, that's what, like 150 to 160 something, 318 points. I was like, that's about the average. That's probably what's going to happen. Little I know, there'd be no defense, and they would score a combined 369, which was 48 more combined points than they had last year. Which, it's just like maybe the NBA All-Star game needs to have some meaning behind it to make it worthwhile. It's a glorified pickup game, and it gets boring because it's like a glorified pickup game or a glorified scrimmage. You have these guys out here just playing no defense, and Stephen Curry crossing the timeline, throwing it up, and making it rain.
Yes, now we know Steph Curry just kind of comes out and he steps off the bus shooting. So
they push a rack with 10 balls on that thing. As soon as he steps out, he's got his beats on and he starts shooting. He's like, and then the whole crowd is like going crazy before he even shoots. They're like, "Oh, Steph Curry!" And he's like, and he ain't even made it to the rim yet.
I mean, yeah, that the All-Star game, it's just a joke, man. I mean, that was about as bad as I've seen it, and it's been pretty bad. But
I didn't watch it.
Awful. That's terrible. You give up 200 points almost. It looked like one of those games. I know y'all remember being at the local rec center or the local gym, and the gym's about
200 points on a pickup game. Yeah, I do it all the time.
Yeah, and the gym.
It's a glorified pickup game.
And the gym's about to close. And you just kind of got like 5 cats just playing, and they just shoot. Nobody wants to play defense.
Yeah, well, and the person that's running the gym is pushing me out the door, and I'm still sinking them. All day now. Pop, 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 pop. That's how I pro. I play glorified pickup games all the time because that's how I am. I'm just that good, Charles.
And then something that I didn't hear talked about too much as far as the All-Star game goes, because it was overshadowed by their ridiculous scoring, was Paul George had 41 points and 9 threes and was 1 point away from tying Wilt Chamberlain and that All-Star game single game record of 42 points.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that, Chuck?
I did not.
I did. Yeah, like I actually put it on there just to see the score because I thought it was pretty comical. I think it was 290 to 270 or something like that. I don't know, but I remember them saying that about Paul George having 41 points, hitting 9 3-pointers. I think he broke Carmelo Anthony's record. I think Carmelo had 8 3-pointers, and I think it was marked by about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. Carmelo had it, and yeah, Paul George, he was going off, and the funny thing is he didn't win MVP of the game. That went to Russell Westbrook.
1 point away from the single game record.
Mr. 50-50.
All right, so Courtney, have you heard why Patrick calls Russell Westbrook 50-50?
I have not heard why he calls Russell Westbrook 50-50.
Because they you hate 50-50.
I can't stand Russell Westbrook.
You don't like Russell Westbrook? I like him, man. He is the only dude who can shoot the ball and then get his own offensive rebound and get the putback. So he gets a rebound.
He'll get a shot, a rebound, an assist, and put the ball back up all in one play. 21 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll do all of that with 21 seconds left on the shot clock, and he just went 50-50. He got a shot, missed it, rebound, assist, back to him, boom, put it back up, 50-50, dog. The man's going in the Hall of Fame, first round vote, dog, 50-50. And if he doesn't, he got a 50-50 chance.
So yeah, he got the MVP, and that's the second year in a row he won it, right?
Did he win it last year?
It was in a row, but I think it was the second time he won it.
I think it's the second time he won it. I don't think he won it last year.
Okay. No, I was just asking. I didn't remember exactly. I know he's got 2.
No, I got the internet up right now, dog. I can look it up.
Go ahead and pull it up, man. I think he won it last year.
He might have.
Because
we do gotta hurry up though.
Because Chris Paul.
We're pushing on like 40 minutes, man. We only get an hour of this.
Yeah, it's all good, man. We good. We got one more topic left.
Okay.
I'm on time. I'm on it. Don't worry about this. I got it.
Slacking, Chuck.
Yeah, Charles. Mr. Host.
I got it, dog. I know our time limit. That's why I wasn't even tripping. When I start sitting here saying we're running out of show, then I'll tell y'all. But
okay, cool. All right.
Okay. Got that up there, stat man?
Not yet.
What do you think about that dunk contest, Chuck?
Oh, the dunk contest was one of the best I've seen in a long time.
What do you think about Shaq scoring?
Well, Shaq wouldn't be one of the guys I would have up there, first of all. Because, I mean, it's Shaq, man. I don't know. It's Shaq was never a creative dunker. Shaq just dunks because he's taller than everybody else. So, I mean...
Charles, you were right. It was Russell Westbrook that won it last year.
All right, cool. Appreciate it.
Back to back. There you go.
Yep. Yeah. Back to back.
Not great, but back to back.
So, no, but that's the thing, though, man. Real quick before we move on to Louisville. The dunk contest, 3-point shots, I mean, all those events are cool. The All-Star Game is just garbage, man. It's just a terrible product because nobody wants to defend. Nobody really wants to do anything, and it's really turning into more of a dunk exhibition there. I mean, everybody's throwing alley-oops to each other off the backboard, bouncing balls to them. Like you said, Steph Curry shooting from half court, testing his range.
Dwayne Wade breaking Kobe Bryant's nose.
Yeah, I remember when Dwayne Wade broke Kobe Bryant's nose.
That's like the most interesting thing that's happened in the past 15 years in the All-Star Game. Yeah, and it's not just the NBA All-Star Game. It's like across the board. Now, baseball's All-Star Game is probably the best out of the 4, I would say, because, I mean, at least there's some quality of play. Well, there's a reason to play.
And plus, I mean, yeah, you have the home field advantage determined by it in the World Series, but even still, it's a good quality of play. NFL Pro Bowl, garbage. Hockey, garbage. And the NBA just
NBA tops it all.
It's just awful.
I just give them the dookie look.
Well, all right. Before we run out of show, let's talk about the Louisville scandal. So, Patrick, you and I, we brought this up a while back when the story broke about the escort and her daughters running around the campus.
Yeah.
Running around
their daughters really?
Parties. Huh?
They said the daughters really?
Yes, dude.
Oh, yeah,
the daughters were part of it. Yeah. So,
this guy was paying for it all from another college.
Yeah. So the crazy thing with that one, Courtney, is in Kentucky, the age of consent, I think, is 16. So at the time, the daughters were around 18, 19, or one of them was around 18, 19, and I think the other one was in her low 20s. So they were running through, all right, the main escort, Katita Powell is her name.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so she was running around, I mean, I guess talking to the people on the campus. The daughters apparently were getting it in with the recruits and some of the players. And all allegations now, I mean, we don't know, but all allegations, whatever. But Louisville went ahead and they self-imposed ban. They self-imposed a ban on themselves for this postseason, so they won't play in the conference tournament, the ACC, or the NCAA tournament. So, what are y'all thoughts on Louisville, I guess, trying to be proactive in the matter and ban themselves before the NCAA comes down with their punishment in about 5 years?
What does it matter? Everybody gonna get their sex on. Let them get their sex on. Plus, look, you got to match Kentucky. Come on, you got to match Kentucky. You know, and everybody got big swinging cocks down there. Might as well let them have some sex. Let them get their frustration out, man. We're gonna get beat by Kentucky anyway. Might as well have sex while we're doing it. Let them have their fun, man. It's college. It's the reason why you go to college.
Yeah, it's true. It's supposed to be the best years of your life. So they say.
You know the saying, man. There's a time and place for everything, and it's college. Let them do the thing. Self-imposed ban, stupid. Let the NCAA do it. 5 years, win your national championship now, and then suffer the consequences in 10 years when they finally give you something. Which will probably be taking away a bunch of recruits and suspending you for 4 years out of the NCAA tournament. So you're going to get that anyway. So you might as well just go have fun, whatever. You're going to get all your recruits anyway, so it don't matter.
Your thoughts, Courtney?
I don't have too much to say with this. Tonight was the self-imposed ban game. If you caught that, Syracuse and Louisville played each other tonight. Syracuse had a self-imposed ban earlier. What was it? Earlier this month, I believe.
Yeah, Jim Boeheim was out a few games.
So tonight was a self-imposed ban game, as I like to call it, and Louisville won it. But no, I mean.
There you go. If you win, let it go. If we lose, self-imposed ban.
You gonna determine that on the result of the game against Syracuse?
Why not? They do it on anything else.
Ban versus ban.
There you go. If we win tonight, I'm not doing no self-imposed ban. If we lose tonight, I'm gonna do a self-imposed ban. Either way, I'm calling a dude from Kentucky, and we're gonna get some hoes down here, and we're gonna chill.
No.
What's the problem? I don't have any problem.
No, as far as this stuff with Louisville goes, I think they do that. Why? I don't know. But I think they do that so they can more or less say they're cooperating with the NCAA and say, hey, we took every action or measure that was required of us. Trying to get their hands clean for what's coming.
Yeah, you're being
maybe it'll be a less punishment later.
You're being proactive with everything. So, yeah, if you go ahead and lay down some punishment, then I guess, okay, you're saying you're aware of the allegations and you're trying to do something about it before it gets too terrible, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what I say. Whatever. But I'm having fun, man.
Look, man. Look, my thing is, I don't know, man. But do you have to get an escort?
Why not? It's just like, look at it like this. It's just like the pros, man. Everybody's got to have a fall guy. Look, LeBron James never goes to a team without at least 2 or 3 fall guys.
That's true.
Am I right or am I right, Charles?
I'm not saying anything, Patrick.
Because you know I'm right. Simple as
No,
that.
because I know it's going to turn into a LeBron James rant, so I'm not saying anything. As a matter of fact, we're running out of show, so I don't.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We are running out of show. We'll save that rant for later.
But look, Patrick, for the record, you are right. I will get that out there. You are right. But we don't want no rants about LeBron James. Not right now. Not right now.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough. I won't say a word.
All right. Well. All right. Well, that will conclude this webcast. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like the page on Facebook. Again, we'll be on Twitter here soon. Promise. I know. It's been a while. Been honestly in a while, but we'll be on there.
Stop making empty promises, Charles.
It's not an empty promise. It's just saying that we're gonna go on there. Don't worry, man. Look, we'll be on there.
Look, when you release the Hound, I'll be on there.
Yeah, right.
At the freshestness.
You gotta change that name. I should mush you for that dumbass name.
Put me right now. I ain't changing it. The freshestness is here to stay.
Wow. Well, I'd like to thank Patrick for getting on another webcast, and thank our special guest Courtney Clark for being on here. As I said, like the page, subscribe to us, leave some comments about the webcast and the other ones we have on the channel. Until next time, take care.